I'd like to call this meeting of the Human Resources Committee to order. It's a little bit past 5:30. We are at Nashua High School North, and is somebody going to call, who's going to take the minutes and...
Take the minutes and do the roll call.
All right, so Mrs. Timmons will take over.
Okay, Ms. Zane?
Here.
Ms. Timmons is here. Ms. Oden?
Here.
Oh, your microphone recorded.
Oh, sorry. So I'm going to just repeat who's here. Mrs. Zane?
Here.
Oden?
Here.
Ms. Timmons, that's me, I'm here. Ms. Gilio?
Here.
And also here is Ms. Brown?
Here.
Ms. Raymond?
Here.
Mr. Parker? Oh, he left, okay. And Dr. McKinney.
Okay, so we have a quorum, and I'm going to turn the meeting over to Dr. McKenna, who will be introducing our candidates.
Thank you, Mrs. Ziem. Our first administrative recommendation is for the assistant principal position at Charlotte Ave Elementary School. Proud to welcome Brittany Mahaney, who has years of experience, is currently completing her CAGS at Southern New Hampshire University, and also completed the ELL certification program. Yep.
Be sure the microphone is on.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for having me tonight.
Are you going to share some opening remarks with us?
Yes, of course. Is it okay if I pull my mask down?
Absolutely. I have mine off. I couldn't get it off fast enough.
Good evening. My name is Brittany Mahaney. I've been in the Nashua School District since 2012, teaching over at Amherst Street Elementary School with Miss Oden my first year. You know, I truly believe in this district, and so staying as a part of this district was really important to me in this next chapter. I'm really fortunate to have a great mentor, Mrs. Bolio, over at Charlotte Ave. I'm very excited to work with her in supporting the staff over there to best meet the needs of those students.
Do any of our board members have questions they'd like to ask? Mrs. Oden?
Thank you and congratulations, Brittany. What is it about administration that, why did you seek an administrative position out, I should say?
You know, teachers make such a huge impact on children year after year. No class is the same, right? But I was pretty passionate about making that difference every year. And going into administration is no longer just 20 to 25 students a year. I can make a big difference, you know, of 400 plus students a year. So that to me is insurmountable, and I'm really excited for it.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Ms. Oden.
Any other questions? I would just like to say to you that your principal has always been one that I respected and admired. My granddaughter went there for a while, and I just remember through that time that, so you do have a great mentor. So we're looking for great things, no failures. You know, Mrs. Timmons.
Yes, congratulations. Charlotte Ave is special. Most of the children is walkers over there. And I want to know how you can connect with those children that's a lot of them are the underserved.
So naturally, where I come from at Amherst Street, you know, being a Title I school, that was one of the biggest challenges, is meeting the needs of those children. I think that I have strong interpersonal skills, not just with staff and adults, but with children as well. And every year, building those relationships has always been at the forefront of my priorities, and I'll continue to do that, whether it is outside with them, greeting them in the morning, connecting with them at lunch or recess, and building lunch bunch groups to support those kids.
Okay, thank you.
Is that any other questions? Well, thank you very much, Dr. McKenna. Anything you would like to add?
No, ma'am.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mrs. Timmons?
I'd like to approve Brittany Mahaney, Assistant Principal for the Charlotte Ave Elementary School for the 2021-22 school year at an annual salary of $74,750.
Do I have a second?
Second that?
Any discussion? So I'm going to say all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, so it's unanimous. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you and hearing from good things from you. Thank you so much. Dr. McKenna?
Thank you, Mrs. Ziem. Next administrative recommendation is for the assistant principal position at Amherst Street Elementary School. Happy to recommend Amy Blackwell, a Nashua resident who is going to make a tough commute over from Hudson and join the Nashua School District and the Amherst Street community. Ms. Blackwell?
All right, can I just take this while she walks up? Just to remind everyone that masks are still required in this building unless you're at the microphone until or unless the board votes to change that. So, which may happen, but let's follow the rules until we get to that point.
Excuse me, Miss Raymond, I'm not wearing one because I have medical and,
That's fine. Under the law, no one has to explain medical reasons.
thank you.
However, we've been asking our students and staff to do this, and so I just think it's respectful for us to do that as well. So, sorry, Ms. Blackwell.
Not at all.
So, would you like to introduce yourself and share a little bit with the board?
Sure, thank you. I'm excited to be here. My name's Amy Blackwell, and as Dr. McKinney mentioned, I am coming from the Hudson School District, where I was an educator for the past 22 years. 19 of those years were as a classroom teacher, and 3 were as an academic interventionist.
Do any of the board members have questions? Mrs. Oden?
Thank you and welcome.
Thank you.
I have the same question for you. What is it about administration that appealed to you to apply for this position?
Sure. The draw for me was after 18 years of being a classroom teacher, I was asked to start a new role in the district as the first elementary academic interventionist. And in doing so, it was a shift from being a classroom teacher to being in a more supportive role, supporting teachers as well as students who didn't qualify for title support or special education, but were falling short of reaching their academic goals. And when I took on that role of being more supportive to students across grade levels as well as teachers, I realized that I wanted to pursue my CAGs in leadership. That's what brought me here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there other questions from board members? Mrs. Raymond?
Oh, thank you. I was lucky enough to sit in on your interview process, so welcome. I'm glad to see you here this evening. I just wondered if you would speak a little bit about your special education experience or philosophy. As you know, Amherst Street has a vibrant special education community, and some of our kids with the most needs attend that school.
Sure. I have worked with a whole variety of needs as far as special education goes, and I've had students where they might have had just minor accommodations needing in their IEP compared to some students with extensive intensive needs. My philosophy, though, is that every student deserves their education, and so it's our responsibility as their educators to provide them with what they need, meeting them where they are at. And they are absolutely always an integral part of the classroom and the roster. Even if for certain students, perhaps that only means that their ability is to join their grade level class during snack. It doesn't matter what level they're at, they all are part of the classroom and welcomed. And as an educator in the classroom, I always held all of my students to high expectations.
Okay, Thank you so much.
You all.
Can I tag on to the end of her question? When I think of Hudson, my business is in Hudson, and I think of Hudson as much smaller. I also can't believe you have anywhere near the poverty that we have, which obviously creates problems of its own. So do you see that as, how do you feel about that challenge? That's a challenge to me, but you're the professional. I'm a non-educator, so I'm asking.
I'm ready for what I feel lies ahead for me, and there will be a learning curve absolutely in anything, even if I were to be an assistant principal in a different town, in any situation. So one of the things I think is really important is that you know your audience, and you meet your students to their needs and what those needs are. And you are absolutely right. The needs that these students have compared to where I come from are different, but I certainly recognize that, and I'm really excited to be part of it.
And you must not have, the special education population must have been quite a bit smaller than ours, no?
I'd say the overall population, but the extent to the needs of the students that I've worked with, very
Great.
extensive.
Yes, I'm sure they are. They're everywhere. Thank you. We're all excited that you're here. We're looking forward to getting to know you and the challenges, the excitement, the fun of it.
Thank you.
It's very rewarding. When I only taught Sunday school, but nothing more rewarding than when you know you made it. When you know they heard you and they got it, and that's a reward all of its own. Did I see your hand, Ms. Timmons?
Anybody else have any questions?
Does anybody else have any questions?
Well, okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
It's okay. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Amy. I move to approve Amy Blackwell, Assistant Principal for the Amherst Street Elementary School for the 2021-2022 school year at an annual salary of $74,750.
Second?
And so, all those in favor? Aye. It's unanimous. Congratulations. We look forward to getting to know you and seeing each other.
Thank you.
Hopefully you won't have too many boring BOE meetings that you have to attend. But we will look forward to seeing your smiling face when you do. Thank you so much. And now I understand, Mrs. Oden, do you have a?
I would like to request a non-public to discuss a personnel issue.
I'll second it.
Yeah, do we know the RSA?
God.
Is that 1-2A maybe?
I think it's B.
B? All right, so it's RSA 91, RSA 91A32B.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. We are now in non-public.
No, I don't think it's what you're thinking of.
So we are now out of public, and we are going to continue with our Human Resource Committee meeting. Mrs. Timmons, do you have a motion?
Yes, I'd like to,
Oh, wait, are we back in the camera? Jimmy, are you back?
yeah. I'd like to
Okay,
move-
thank you, Jimmy. No. Is he telling me no? I can't? Yes, give the thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Jimmy. Gloria, please make your motion.
I'd like to move to seal the minutes.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous. Next motion?
Yes, I'd like to move to approve the personnel recommendation dated June 23rd, 2021.
Second?
Sorry. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous. And do I have a further motion?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
We just did that.
Just did it. Okay.
We were kind of rushing it. All right, so the meeting is adjourned.
At 6:02.
Oh, excuse me, at 6:02.